Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and show you guys how I make these like word stickers. I have one here on my iPad, and I also like to make them just of random words or like names. I make them for my friends sometimes, so let's get into it.
Okay, you guys, I think these are the perfect thing if you like ever open up Procreate and you don't know what to draw, or you don't want to draw anything too hard. These are so easy, like little doodles. I do them all the time. So to start out with, under the calligraphy tab, I'm just going to take the brush pen and draw out my word. And honestly, this part, sometimes this is what takes me the longest, just getting it to look the way I want. But I like to go more pressure on the downstrokes and lighter pressure on the upstrokes, just to get that nice thicker and thinner line variation. Then I'm going to select my layer and alpha lock that, so that we can color over it. It's only going to affect the part that we already drew. And I changed my brush just to any old painting brush, just to color it in faster. And I'm gonna do a yellow to orange gradient on this one for a nice sunshine word. Looks super cute. It's so fun to play around with different color schemes. And then once I get my two colors, I'm going to Gaussian blur that whole layer. And once I am happy with that, I'm going to take a pretty white color. It doesn't have to be pure white. Here I'm changing it to a little bit of like a blue, is the opposite of those warmer colors, so it'll really pop out. And then under the inking brushes, I'm just using the technical pen and make it pretty small. I'm just gonna add in these highlights. I feel like really complete the look and make it look super good and like juicy, I guess. But it's so fun, you guys, to play around with different color schemes on your words. You can keep it one color and go like light to dark or dark to light. You can play around here like I did, like a hue shift, orange to yellow. And another thing too, I tried using black. You wouldn't think would look cool, but like a black to gray or like even a black to another color, it looks really fun. So once I get my little highlight effects added in, you're gonna go back into your layers tab and add a new layer and then drag that below your word. And then here you wanna make sure you are using a pure white, and we are going to trace around our word. And what this is going to be, when we send this into the Cricut, this is going to be our cut line, so like the shape of your sticker. So I'm just going around each letter here. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just you don't really want anything jagged, really. And it's kind of hard to meet up back with where your line starts, but that's fine. Just color drop, fill it in, and we'll take the eraser and clean it up. You want to make sure you're on like a harder brush. Here I'm just going back to that technical pen for my eraser. Keep it nice and clean. Just going around that whole thing. Here I changed like that shape around the S I didn't really like. So just erase that. And once you're happy with the shape of your sticker, you're going to export this to your photo library. And you want to make sure it's a PNG so that it's saving your transparent pixels. And then you're going to start a new project and then upload your picture we just put in the photo library. Here you can see our transparent pixels are already good to go. So the next step, sometimes I like to smooth it out once or twice, just so our shape is extra, not jaggedy. And then you want to make sure you select print and cut and name your file, and then select it and insert it onto your canvas. And then here I just drag it up to the corner and resize it. If you know you want to use this for something specific, just like think about how big you're going to want it. And you want to make sure you can go as big or small as you want. You just want to make sure you can still read it. And here I'm just going to fill my whole page with them. And for print and cuts, I believe the dimensions are, you can go 9.25 inches by 6.75. So you just have to keep it smaller than that. But I'm just going to duplicate this a whole bunch, drag it down, And then once I have enough, I'm going to tap each one. You're just going to select them all by tapping and holding on each one, and then you're going to attach those all together. And here I'm attaching those, and then I'll duplicate that to make another column of them. And then you just want to make sure you also attach each column together, and that just keeps them all on the same page. Then hit make it, and then it will bring you to this page, and you want to make sure you turn the bleed off. We don't need that because we did that white border around our stickers. And then send it to the printer. Fun, fun, fun. And when it's done printing, you want to make sure you give your ink enough time to dry. Especially, I'm using glossy sticker paper here. You want to really give it plenty of time to dry. You don't want your ink smearing everywhere. But once it's dry and ready to go, you can put it on your Cricut mat and load it into your Cricut. And then just follow, it'll tell you on screen all the steps to do. Here it's reading those, the lines, and I like to leave the top cover of my Cricut down just so it can read the lines better without getting like interference from the other lights in the room. And then it's just going to cut around every single shape. Fun, fun, fun. And once that is all done, you can unload your Cricut mat, and you want to peel the mat off of the paper. You don't want to like curve the paper, it'll curl a whole bunch. So peel the mat off the paper, not the paper off the mat, if that makes sense. And then once that is done, you can, I like to cut those black lines off just because it looks better. And if you want to make cute little sticker sheets, you don't want those showing. So just go ahead and cut all those off. I like using this little paper cutter thing just so I know they're perfectly straight and square. It has these little things, you just push your paper all the way up, and then there's your little sticker sheet. You can see our little cut lines on there. And then just to show you guys, I'm putting one in the back of my planner. Look at that nice peel off the paper right there. And I'm just sticking it in this little pocket folder thing I have in the back of my planner. And that, you guys, that is how I make my stickers. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!